Hey guys, welcome to today's reading lesson. At the top of your paper, you're going to put reading for 720. And of course, if you need more time to write this down, go ahead and pause the video. But you should have reading and then today's date, which is 4/7/20. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is read a book together. This one is on Epic again. It's called I'm the Boss. So if you enjoy the book, you can always get on Epic and read it again later. But make sure you're thinking about the setting, who the characters are, and what's going on in the story. And is it something that could really happen in real life? But I hope you enjoy it.
I'm the Boss by Sam Williams. Illustrated by Anita Dufala. Rourke Educational Media. Copyright 2013.
Let's go play. Come on, everyone. I'm the boss. I make the rules. We're going to play freeze tag.
Who's it? Can I play?
No. You're not fast enough. Let him play. No one wants to play with a crawling cub.
I do.
I do.
Abby Gator, you're not the boss. Let's all play together. Friends?
Friends.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the short story, I'm the Boss. I have a couple questions that go along with it, so let's work together to figure this out. Go ahead and put the number 1 on your paper, because we're going to do the first question. And our first question is, was the story fiction or nonfiction? And if you remember, fiction means fake, right? That means the story couldn't really happen in real life. That would be fiction. If it's nonfiction, that means it's a true story and that is not fake. That means it's real. Nonfiction means it's real. So do you think the story was real or do you think it wasn't real? Could everything in the story actually happen in real life? So was the story fiction, fake, or nonfiction, real? I'm gonna go with fiction for fake. I don't think the story could really happen in real life. And although when you're with your friends, sometimes people can be a little bossy and not very friendly, that could be true. But in this story, those people are animals, right? And animals, they can't talk. And animals don't usually play games together. They might run around together, but they don't play games like that together. And they can't really talk to each other. So that's why this story is fiction. So at the top of your paper, or after the number 1, for question 1, you need to write fiction. F-I-C-T-I-O-N. Fiction. And don't forget to pause the video if you need more time, but the word is fiction. Alright, so for the second question, make sure you write the number 2 at the top of your paper, or not the top. After problem number 1 is number 2. So write the number 2 under your number 1. And the next question is, who was being a bully? Do you remember who the bully was? And bully means they're not being very nice to their friends, right? That means they're being mean to people. So, who was being the bully in our story? Was it a cat? Was it the bear? Who was being the bully? Who was being mean to their friends? It was the gator, right? Do you remember what the gator's name was? It was Abby. So number 2 is Abby the gator. Abby the gator is number 2. So you see I put the number 2 here and I wrote Abby the gator. So go ahead and write Abby the gator for number 2. Because Abby the gator was being the bully. Abby the gator. All right, good job, guys. And the third question was, what did she do? What did Abby the gator do? Was she being nice to people? Was she doing cartwheels? What was she doing? She bossed everyone around, right? So number 3, where you put a number 3 under question number 2, put bossed everyone around. Because Abby was not being a very nice gator. She was bossing everyone around. And don't forget your finger spaces, because I put finger spaces too. Bossed everyone around. And don't forget to pause the video if you need more time. But she was bossing everyone around, which is not very nice at all. Okay, the fourth question, number 4. So under 3, you gotta put the number 4. All right, how did Cooper Cub resolve the problem? Remember at the very end of our story, there was the cub bear named Cooper. He walked up to Abby the alligator, and how did he fix everything? Do you remember? I believe he walked up to Abby and he said, hey, you're not the boss of us. And he suggested that they should all be friends and all be allowed to play, right? Not just the people that Abby wanted to play. So how did Cooper the Cub resolve the problem? He included everyone. So number 4 should be included everyone. Make sure you write this down. Included everyone. Those are some big words, aren't they? Included everyone. And you should always do this when you're playing a game, because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Included everyone. Okay. So now that we are done with answering questions from I'm the Boss, the last thing you're going to do, and you probably want to do this with your sister, your brother, or your parents, they could definitely help you. I'm going to post a worksheet below this link on Class Dojo, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you're supposed to do, just in case you can't find that worksheet or you don't want to print it out. So we're going to focus on the word bug. So we have been going over the UGG family recently. So we're going to look at the word bug, and what you're supposed to do on your own piece of paper is tell me a story about a bug. It doesn't have to be very long. It can be 1 or 2 sentences, but tell me a story about a bug. And then under your story, you're going to draw a picture of what happened in your story. So make sure you turn on your thinking brain, because I want to see some creative stories, okay? So think about a bug, think about where they are, think about what they're doing, and then I want you to create a story about that bug. So you're going to write your story. Don't forget how sentences work, okay? You have your capital letter at the beginning, you have your finger spaces in between each word, and you have punctuation at the end. So create a story about a bug, write down your whole story on your own paper, and then you're going to draw a picture of what happened in your story. And if you do have a printer, you can print out the worksheet and you can write everything on there, okay? But you don't have to. So make sure you take a picture and send me all of your work. And when you're done with your bug story, I want you to read it to someone, okay? So think of something that happens to a bug, and then you're going to draw a picture of what happens, okay? All right, see you guys later.